06. Oh, this is what happens kapag hindi mo na tago ng maayos yung brush ng travel brushes mo. Technically, my studio is with me wherever I go and whenever I feel like doing some art. So nice, right? Hello everyone, my name is Bia. I am an illustrator and artist here in the Philippines, and I usually do a lot of art travel sketches, and I am going to let you guys walk through my art supplies that I carry with me almost every time. So, this would be a video that's in Tagalog, English, or sometimes if I can't remember the term, Magbisaya punta. So, here are my art supplies that I usually carry with me everywhere I go. For context, I work in an NGO. So nasa development sector ako that I usually do a lot of travel. Here and there, mga field works here and there. So I really don't have the luxury to stay inside a studio and do all my art everywhere. This walkthrough is actually more of me showing you guys my supplies for all my art travel, the traditional watercolor that I do. But if you guys have been following me on all my social media or some of my social media accounts, you would guys know that I am also doing illustration digitally. So I do digital watercolor artworks and I do that with my iPad. To add to that, it's also something that I do on the go. So I do my art commissions, my projects, and all of those things with my iPad. So technically, my studio is with me wherever I go and whenever I feel like doing some art. First up, ito talaga yung usual na ginagamit ko. This is where I store my art supplies. So dito talaga yun, sa pencil case. Tapos, dito nangyayari yung aking mga art travel journals. So, ang akong mama ni Anhi diri, maghatag og uyap. Kay, mo niya mo kaunon. My watercolor journal is actually not a watercolor journal. I think this is more of a sketchbook na, well, 160 GSM naman siya. Daler-Rowney in A6 size. Pero since sabi sa fully book ko siya binili, 679. I think I bought this last year, 2023. Tapos since meron siya nakalagay na parang logo here of a brush. So, naisip ko, pwede siguro siya ng watercolor. Pero most definitely baka hindi niya kaya yung heavy and intense wet on wet technique ng watercolor. Pero since nga ang goal naman is always on the go, so I don't think heavy on watercolor naman siya na wet on wet technique. So usually pen and watercolor ink. And I also bring with me some postcard sheets. Ito naman Fabriano, yung bibiling set na 10 pieces ba or 20 pieces ba yun na watercolor paper. And I do have it and I cut it usually in postcard size. A6 din halos. So para maipit ko lang siya dito. And I did the rounding myself. So nilalagay ko dyan. So that if ever I want to do an art piece na just like my Bowerbird visit, the cafe in Cagayan de Oro City. So madali lang siya kasi pwede ko siyang iiwan anytime. At saka yung sa quorum din, tinry ko din yan. Pero hindi ko iniwan yung sa quorum na cafe. Ay quorum na restaurant. Yung sa Bowerbird, yung iniwan ko. Hindi ko lang sure kung nandun pa. Sana nandun pa. Pero, yeah. So, I have it with me. I have 3 pieces left. So, I usually keep 5 pieces max here so that it's easier for me to just keep it here. Ito ay, if you guys have been following along, you would probably notice na I did have a lot of stickers here and at the back. Pero, tinanggal ko siya dahil overwhelming siya for me. And it's actually my first time to have decorations sa, like a lot of stickers na decorations sa isang journal. Usually, linalagyan ko lang ng Uberly Bia dito or ganito, stamps. The intention was 2024 siya na travel journal, but if again, you're following along sa Instagram usually, you guys would know na first half ng 2024 actually dedicated it to finishing my potentate or potentate sketchbook that I got from Semi Art at Shopee. So since yun talaga yung first half ng aking 2024, nag-start ako ng 2024 na journal dito, mga around August, July siguro. So, yan. Konti pa lang. And happy ako dun sa potentate na yun kasi natapos ko siya, naubos ko talaga. And then, meron pa akong ito. So, most definitely, sa 25, kasi December na ngayon, hindi tayo aabot ng 2025. Kahit pa mag-speed sketch ka dyan or speed paint ka dyan, hindi talaga yung kaya. So, baka maglalagay na lang ako ng some details here na 2025. Or if di talaga matapos sa 2025, edi 2026, 2027, mga ganyan. And so usually what I do with this bull clip na ang first goal ay to keep this intact para intact yung pages plus yung anong tawag doon, yung postcard. Ito din ang ano bang tawag doon in English? Pansagang. Pansagang, pang-clip, or pambangil. Char, hindi ko alam. So, I do this like this to hold all the pages up. Ayan. So, ganyan. So, I can do my painting. Tapos, A6 lang para maliit. Pag malaki masyado yung watercolor journal, una, nakaka-overwhelm. It's a bit overwhelming to fill out the entire big white space, especially if you're starting. Ako din, medyo na-OOC ako kasi hindi pa ako ganun ka-okay with negative space. So, minsan, ang tendency ko ay fill out all the pages. So, the smaller the watercolor journal or the journal size, the better for me kasi hindi ako na pe-pressure na ubusin. Tapos, also, time-consuming siya on my end. Especially kung nadadatnan ako sa bus, nadadatnan ako sa terminal, or sa boarding area. Tapos, gusto kong mag-sketch. Tapos, masyadong malaki. So, A6 or smaller than this ay very okay sa akin. I leave it like this para I will show you the setup later. Hinihingal ako. Okay, dito na tayo. Yung aking pencil case ay nasa akin na since law school. So, I have this with me since law school. Tapos, meron pa siyang paganyan. Tapos, may nakalagay na biya sa baba. Gusto ko sana talaga palitan siya ng black para naman aesthetic. Pero, medyo mahal, may kamahalan ng filed. So, since I already have this one, so I'll be sticking with this for a while until I have enough money na makapag-save up. Hindi mo siya ganun kamahal, pero since I already have this, medyo excessive na yung pagbili ng bago. So, hindi halata na mahilig ako sa shades of green and black. So, what I do is, it has two zippers. So, first zipper, ino-open ko to para to get the one on top. Meron dalawa. So, una ko is the Faber-Castell na kneading eraser. This one is in red. It has a lot of colors. Bakit siya red? Wala naman. Ito lang yung available nung pumunta ako ng SM Supplies. At I think around 27 pesos o 30. 27 pesos siya. 27 pesos. Hindi ko siya gamit lahat. Bakit hindi ko to? Ito lang ang dala ko. Well, kasi una meron siyang case. So, maganda siya. Tapos, kasya naman siya dyan. So, why not dalhin ko? Bakit hindi ako nagdadala ng eraser? Actually, meron akong eraser na parang dermatograph na misplace ko somewhere. So, hindi ko na siya mahanap. Since a kneadable eraser is just the same with the normal usual eraser, and actually, it's much better in getting the excess lead ng pencil sketch. So, it actually works for me. Like, it's very, very, very sulit. And then I have this. My Winsor & Newton na watercolor bijou box. This one is definitely one of the most expensive watercolor pans that I bought. Some of my pans, well, makasam naman ako, kala mo ang dami. I only have the Van Gogh watercolor pan. 36 color ata yun. And that was not bought by me, it was gifted to me. So, ito talaga yung binili ko. And I think I bought this more than a decade ago. I asked a good friend of mine kung pwede niyang iswipe itong purchase na to kasi I didn't have the money yet at the time and I wanted to pay an installment or to pay at a later date. So I asked Yvette, my good friend, to swipe it during my early law school days. So ito yung medyo mahal, parang around 4K, 5K ata siya, or 3K. Hindi ko na maalala, basta mga more than KK siya. So, I bought this, and then it has been with me until now. So, I definitely could say na very sulit din siya sa akin. Initially, itong first two lang, yan, yung colors. Ito, wala to siya. Then, tumalon si Bells. Then, very dark yung overwhelming yung colors niya. Kasi at the time, I was just starting. So, dahil din, mahal din ng isang half pan, ayoko din siyang gamitin. Tapos parang feeling ko hindi siya sulit. So, nag-stick muna ako sa Pebeo, Reeves, Prang for a time. Tapos, I only use this when I have some art com. Most of the palette here are still the original colors, except definitely siguro itong white kasi ito ay Reeves, tapos itong scarlet red ata to, tapos itong Payne's gray, bago na yan, at saka itong, I'm not so sure if this is cadmium yellow, pero to be honest, I don't know by heart the colors of my pan. Like, I can't say that I geek out with all the color names. I can't identify ultramarine from any other colors. So, hindi ko yun maalala. Yellow ochre. Usually, tawag dito, ito red, dark red, ito red, tas ito orange. Pero minsan mukha siyang orange, ito, tas and then itong Payne's gray, laman ko lang kasi bumili talaga ako ng maliit. Tas itong yellow, cadmium yellow, pero hindi ko din sure kung cadmium yellow nga to. Yellow ochre. So, all I'm saying is sometimes it gets overwhelming to identify all the colors and to name the colors, but you don't have to geek out. Sometimes the recipe for disaster yon, na-overwhelm ka na, I'm mixing this and this color, ganyan. Pero definitely, it's one of my goals since more than decades na ako actually doing art watercolor, pero I never really mastered the names of the color. Pero it doesn't matter. Kung ano yung feel mong kulay, go. Sap green, and I don't know the other names of green. Hindi ko alam. So when I follow through watercolor journal or watercolor painting tutorials, minsan natatanga din talaga ako. So all I'm saying is just let it be. Okay. So remember this. What I usually do is I can also clip this here with me. So when I do my painting, pag cramped up space, nakaganon lang ako, tapos I have my water brushes here, and then I can do my painting. So nice, right? Pero I didn't figure this out at the snap of a finger. Medyo matagal ko din siya na-figure out yung setup ko. Very, very nice naman. So at least now I have this setup. Okay. So, yun. And then, kaganon pala yung mic ko. And then I have this set up here. Then, nasa snap-on lang to. And then, I can put this here. Tapos, granted na hindi ko pa nasa set up siya. I close this one as well. And then I put it here. Amazing. Very compact. Okay, so this pencil case is actually a combination of all the things that I do in life. Nandito yung work stuff ko, nandito yung journaling ko, nandito din yung aking mga other hobbies na painting stuff. So, first thing, ang work stuff ko, hello bells. Say hi. Hi. Say hello. Are you going to paint as well? Oh, she's smelling it. Anyhow, so, no! 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 Do not do that, my bells. Okay, medyo lumayo tayo. Let me adjust again. So, dahil dito, yan. I have my ruler with me. Tapos, I have my cutter. This cutter is actually a new addition. I used to have anong tawag dun? Maliit na scissors. But then, once upon a time, I forgot to leave behind that little cute scissors of mine. Naharang ako sa airport. So, dahil naharang ako sa airport, ano talaga siya, naipit siya, so hindi ko na, tapos hindi na ako makahanap ng bagong design, na similar design dun sa scissors na yon. And then I have this cutter. So, I always remind myself now, every time lilipad ako, I would have to leave this behind para hindi mawala. Kasi it's green and it's so cute. Okay, so, I also have my Pilot G2. It's in 07 and 05. I usually use this for almost all of my writing stuff. I also like to invest in a fountain pen, just like I did back in law school. Pero fountain pens are really expensive, and I really like the one with the broad nib. And it takes quite some time for me to find the nibs. And every time I find that type of pen, yung Kaveco or Twist B, wala naman akong pera. Or may pera ako pero wala akong extra budget for that. So, hindi talaga siya na put into fruition. So, I also have my water brush. Ang tawag dito? Brush pen. It's in black. Hindi ko alam kung ano to. Fudosuke Touch. Use that for my planning and my journaling, and also a mild liner in yellow. Kasi yung aking journal at planner na nabili ay it has a touch of yellow, yung Kinbor. Then, correction tape. Correction tape na may refill. Hopefully may refill ba to? Hindi ko alam pero kung may refill. Pero, yeah, it has a refill. So, ito actually sa office to. Pero lahat kami may ganito. So, gamit ko siya. Sabi ko nga, combination ng office stuff to. So, meron akong pencil. Hindi ko alam kung mechanical, ito ba yung tatawag ng mechanical pencil? Pero yeah, it's a Faber-Castell Econ 0.5, and I also have a refill here na medyo mahirap siya kunin, so hindi ko na lang muna siya kukunin. And then, let's go to the most exciting part. Yung aking brushes. So, I have the travel brushes here. I think I bought it at Shopee sa Semi-Art. Ay, pero Lemon Space nakalagay. Okay, Lemon Space yung brand niya, pero sa Semi-Art ko ata nabili. Pero hindi ko sure kung sa Semi-Art ko siya binili. Basta sa Shopee. Tapos, this one is 02. This one is 04. Tapos, this one is, this one is 06. 06. Oh, this is what happens kapag hindi mo na tago ng maayos yung brush ng travel brushes. May isang maliit na dyan. So, I also have my water bottle. Ito medyo madumi kasi I did some swatching earlier. So, medyo madumi, pero this one is usually a bottle na malinis yung tubig na I use for activating the watercolor. This one. O diba how compact it is na I'm just using my entire body. So, sinispray ko siya to activate the watercolor kasi mas maganda yung kanyang finish. Which also reminds me na these travel brushes also, this Bijou box also has a water brush na parang ganito na travel brush size naman. Pero it's really small, but I can't remember where I put it. Na misplace ko ata siya, pero I think it's still there at the house somewhere. So, yeah. So, ito yon yung aking travel brushes. And then I have this bottled water. Napapalitan ko to later on. Tapos, yan. So, it's very easy to keep. Pero struggle lang to keep the strands from taking like that. So, yan. Yeah, I have that. So, round brushes yon. And then I also have my go-to water brushes. Why is it called water brush? Kasi water yung nandito sa loob. Pero I think there are some water brushes na ang barrel pwede mo lagyan ng ink. And it depends upon your style. But for me, since I am going for watercolor illustrations sa watercolor journal ko, I usually put water here. So this is the first water brush that I have na ang gamit ko talaga ay for travel. Hindi ko maalala kung saan ko to binili. Ay kung anong brand nito. Pero Japanese brand siya na nabili ko sa National Bookstore sa Glorieta. And then it's little fine and small. So ito yung sa I usually gamit ko. Pero it's a bit fine and mahirap gumawa ng brush. Ay, wait lang. Si CR ata si Bells. Bella, what are you going to do? Wait lang. And then I also have my water brush. It's the round brush but thicker. Tapos, I can refill it this way. This one is a kuretake round brush. This one is a kuretake round brush. And then, I also have this flat brush na kuretake din yung brand. Okay. Bella, we will go out. Wait lang. And then, yan yon. Tapos, I also have an extra Holbein na masking fluid. And I haven't really used this for a while now, but kailangan ko talaga siyang gamitin. Pero, yun. Idala ko din siya. So, when I keep my stuff, mabilis lang. Like, tatanggalin ko lang to. Pagtapos na ako, I will just keep it with me. Whatever bag I use, madali lang siyang ipasok. Ayan. Huh! Ta-da! Done! So, I hope that this enlightened you on how I do my travel art, how I keep my supplies with me wherever I go. If you guys have a lot of questions, other questions, you can just put it in the comments down below and I will try to address it as much as I can and as, I don't know, kung hanggang sa makakaya ko. So, thank you so much for watching. See you again. Bye! Papatay ko muna si Bells.